Mankind has always looked up in the sky in awe, and the imagination takes one away from our own solar system to the depths of other cosmos that are being discovered in the vicinity of outer space every day. But there is still a mystery deep inside the heart of the universe that has baffled the scientists and the astronomical community for over centuries and has defied all the laws of the physics. This is known as a black hole. A black hole appears when a large amount of matter is concentrated at a single point. So how are black holes formed? A black hole are formed when a star dies because the gravity factor has overpowered the gas pressure factor, which led to the collapse of the star into a black hole. The black holes are the most powerful thing in this cosmic universe, strong enough to rip anything into infinitely small pieces. It doesn't matter whether it is a star, a planet, or something else. At the center of the black hole, the gravitational forces are so strong that even light, which travels at a speed of 300,000 kilometers per second, cannot escape its wrath. And this is the reason why we perceive them as a sphere of blackness, because they don't reflect any kind of light back in the outer space. So now the question arises is, what happens if you fell inside of a black hole? If you fell into a black hole, nothing will happen much until you have reached the event horizon. According to Black Holes Complementary or Firewalls published in 2012, an event horizon is a place or a border that separates the black hole from the outer universe. To give you an example, let's imagine that you are swimming in a river with a waterfall, which ends in a waterfall. As you swim along, the stream gets faster and faster with every second, and you will reach a point from where no matter how fast you swim back, you will not be able to escape your fate of death. Black hole is kind of a similar waterfall. An event horizon is the same point from where you cannot return back once you have entered it. There's no way of telling that what happens inside the event horizon of a black hole, but we have some ideas. Black holes radiate their mass away like steam from a hot pot of water. This is called as Hawking radiation. According to Dictionary of Astronomy, published in 2012, Hawking radiation is a process in which black hole loses its mass constantly over a long period of time. But this process is very, very slow. You will be surprised to know that it will take a black hole of mass of the Sun. It will take it approximately 10,000 billion years. That's approximately 10 to the power 65 zeros to lose only 0.0000001% of its mass. However, this process speeds up with time. So let's go to infinity. So after infinite seconds, a black hole would have lost all its mass and it will evaporate and disappear, leaving behind an explosion similar to black hole. According to Space Daily published in 2012, a Big Bang theory is a theory about how our universe started and how stars and galaxies were formed. It all began with a singularity similar to a black hole, which gives rise to an interesting theory of black holes responsible for the birth of our own universe. According to Scientific American published in 2016, black holes can be possible for the concept of multiverse because our own universe started with an explosion similar to what would have happened at the end of the life cycle of a black hole. During this process of evaporation by Hawking radiation, as discussed earlier, black hole might delete something very fundamental, which is known as information. The deletion of this kind of fundamental basic is known as information paradox. According to archive collections at Cornell University in 1995, information is the most fundamental thing in this whole universe. According to the quantum theory, information is indestructible, it's permanent, it cannot be lost, it can only be transferred from one form to another. However, it can change shape. To give you a better perspective, let me take an example. Suppose you burn a piece of paper. It will turn into ash. Technically speaking, the information changes shape, but it is never lost. Information, as we discussed earlier, that information is the most basic fundamental property of this universe. Destruction of information will create an information paradox, which is a serious problem for our scientific community. So how can we handle this issue? Or do we have the resources to even handle this issue? And the answer to this question is yes, we can. There are three ways through which we can deal with the situation. Number one, information is lost. Number two, information is hidden. Number three, information is safe. Information is lost. So whatever goes inside the black hole is lost forever. So what does that mean? It means that we have to change all the fundamental laws of the physics and we have to start again from the scratch, from the bottom. Because according to our quantum theories that information cannot be lost and black hole is a big negative sign to it. Second, the information is hidden. As we previously know that black holes can be the reason for the birth of various universes to which it can transfer the information to a parallel universe. We know where the information is, but we can't access it. And that is the reason that information will be forever hidden. Or I can give you a better example that if you have a hard disk and it's broken and your presentation is in the hard disk, you know that the presentation in the hard disk, but you cannot access it. Number three, information is safe. It means that it is not lost and hidden. We know that black holes evaporate and might delete some information at the end, but during its life cycle, where the information is stored? And the answer to this question is, it is possible that it can be stored at the event horizon. To give you an example, we can think about if we throw a stone into a pond, it will create some ripples. After the stone has settled down at the bottom of the pond, we cannot say that what was thrown inside the pond, but we can say but after seeing through the ripples, we can say that something went through the pond. So we can extract some information from it. So according to Space Daily, published in 2012, black holes can vary from size of a pea to the distance of Sun and Pluto. The largest observed black hole is S50014 plus 81, which is 40 billion times the mass of the Sun and 236.17 billion kilometers in diameter, which is 47 times of the distance from Sun to Pluto. Estimation of the information storage. It is believed that a pea-sized black hole can store more information ever produced on Earth. Almost every day, humanity discovers something which confirms or denies of our understanding of the universe. I personally believe in all of these theories. Despite creating several models about black holes to study what's going inside it, we are still not aware of its dark secret. There is still a long way to go, but as Dr. Cooper said in the movie Interstellar, we have always defined ourselves by the ability to overcome the impossible, and we count these moments as our achievements. Or perhaps we have just forgotten that we are still pioneers and we have barely begun, and our greatest accomplishments cannot be behind us because our destiny lies above us.